I sat up in the darkness of my room, frightened. Some noise from the land of the waking had jolted me out of unconsciousness. Groggy, I reached across to the nightstand, turning my alarm clock towards my face. The dim numbers read 3 a.m. I groaned. So much for a good night's sleep. Forgetting what had woken me, I rolled over and settled back into bed. But there it was again, a thump from the attic above me, loud and deliberate. There was another. It sounded as though someone, for surely it was a person. No house settles in a manner resembling footsteps, was attempting to make me aware of his presence, almost toying with me. I bolted upright, adrenaline pumping. Someone was in my house. The thumping stopped somewhere above my closet. Slowly, I stood up in the darkness of my room. The illumination of the alarm clock extended no further than the nightstand which it sat on. Slowly, I worked my way out of the room and down the hall, heading for the storage closet, and grabbed my old bat. I retreated down the hall to stare, waiting at the trap door into the attic. Whoever the intruder was, he wasn't going anywhere. I held my breath, waiting for any noise, any sign of life. Nothing. Heart racing, I slowly approached and pulled down the ladder. The light was on in the attic. I wasn't sure if I had left it that way. I climbed up as quietly as I could and peeked into the room, only to be confronted with nothing. Nothing there at all. Just the old crap I left up in storage. I sighed relieved. I must have been imagining things. It's easy to convince yourself you're hearing things when you're alone in the dark. Laughing, I shut off the lights behind me and went to lie down. I closed my eyes, thinking of how ridiculous I had been. Then, thump! Closer now, just as loud as I'd heard it before. Closer now to the center of the room. I jumped out of bed, less frightened than angry, and rushed up the ladder, bat in hand. I kicked over boxes and swung at shadows and old clothing. Nothing. There was no one there. I rubbed my temples, climbing down the ladder back towards my room. Too much stress at work. I must be imagining things. Maybe I'd better take the day off tomorrow. I felt strange as I approached my door. A sense of dread washed through me as I hesitated, hand outstretched toward the doorknob. I groaned. I was being stupid. I'd probably feel better after I got some sleep. Fingers rubbed the bridge of my nose. I blindly flicked on the light switch and made my way towards my bed. I slipped down on the edge, rubbing my eyes. Oh, so tired. Had to stop being paranoid. Thump! I jerked my hand away from my face, whipping around to glare once more towards the attic. But with the light on, I could see it. A grotesque mockery of the human form. Bent and twisted, head facing the wrong way. Empty sockets where eyes should have been. Slowly, deliberately, it lifted a hand. It grinned as it slapped it down with a thump, dragging itself closer towards me. Thump! I gave a panicked laugh as it smashed the bare bulb. That was my only source of light, shrouding the room in darkness. I'm not insane. How could I have known? Thump! It walks on ceilings.